Welcome back, dweebs, to another preview review. I am Kev with you here today to discuss Clint Eastwood's Juror number 2. Quickly, if you're new here, we're going to watch this once with limited chatter from yours truly. Then we will go back and break things down scene by scene and determine whether or not we want to watch the movie, but more importantly, was this trailer done well? Was it done right? Did it do its job? And we have different factors for how we determine that, which we'll get into right now.
It was last October. It was raining, and I hit something.
Very dark. I wish I could see.
I got out of the car and I looked around. I checked, I didn't see anything, and I figured it was a deer that ran off.
Partially my ring light that's behind the screen, but goddamn, it'd be nice to see what's going on.
Okay, what's the problem?
I got called for jury duty. The Kendall Carter case?
1 year ago, on October 25th, the defendant, James Scythe, and his then girlfriend, Kendall Carter, they had a fight. And he's gonna pay for what he did.
What are you telling me?
Maybe I didn't hit a deer.
Let me just ask you one thing. Did you guys ever look at any other suspect? You know what to do.
Hot damn, dog. Whoo. Okay, we're gonna leave the cast list up here for a second. All right. That was pretty good in my opinion. It's pretty rare for me to be that quiet during the first run through. Again, the first 20 seconds are almost unwatchable. You can't see what the hell is going on, but overall, I think that's pretty well done, gang. Ooh, I was not super thrilled when I heard that the legendary Clint Eastwood was doing another one. But I'm the idiot. Let's see this again.
It was last October. It was raining, and I hit something.
So again, even with my complaint, like, yeah, this is so dark, you can barely see anything, which hopefully helps me avoid any bullshit copyright claim, but it fits with what's going on. Like, it makes sense. It's a whole part of his story here as to why he thought he didn't do anything wrong. Of course, he couldn't see anything, so for the film, I probably won't hate it if you're sitting there in a theater watching this, but I don't know. I might have
I got out of the car and I looked around.
just shown less of it. Like, this part's fine because
I
they're
checked,
using
I
the
didn't
headlights.
see anything, and I figured it was a deer that ran off.
But I don't know. Like, if I can't see this, what's it doing for you to sell the movie? Like, oh, what a beautiful shot. Clearly the draw here, at least as I see it, is the story. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a very visually stimulating piece at the moment. Although I trust Mr. Eastwood and whoever his AD and cinematographer are to get some good-looking shots. But it's interesting. You only have a few things that you can work with in a trailer to get people's attention. And with this one, it does seem like the story they're telling, the voiceover, the narration that's where all the good stuff is. But that doesn't mean you put up a black screen. I don't know. I think... let me know if you think I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm just getting too picky on this one.
Okay, what's the problem?
Because once they start showing me everything, I really start to get into it. So perhaps, I don't know, maybe it sucked me in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm eating right out of their hands right now.
I got
just
called
don't know it.
for jury duty.
What a wild premise, by the way. Tip of the cap to the original writer, whoever concepted this idea. It's probably John Grisham, I'm guessing, right? There has to be a John Grisham book about. He's written about everything else. But the idea that the a rural juror would be there working a case only to find out I'm the one who committed the crime. That's some pretty good shit, man. I like it.
The Kendall Carter case?
1 year ago, on October 25th, the defendant, James Scythe, and his...
Again, we're getting a lot of the backstory, but it's really, I say again, because I just went through this with Carry On. Check it out. It's probably over on the other corner right now. You can click it. It's also in the playlist, preview review playlist. Where, just to help, because there may be some folks that have listened to us do this before, and they're watching me complain about entire plots being laid out. You know, go see our Cabin in the Woods preview review for instances of that. And this might be where they dive into that a little bit. I love a good crime drama and like a legal situation. I can get very invested in a movie that essentially just takes place in a courtroom or a TV show, any of that. So this will be stuff that will draw me in, but again, I am aware that they might be sharing more than they need to here.
His then girlfriend, Kendall Carter, they had a fight. And he's gonna pay for what he did.
Don't text and drive, by the way. PSA. Oh, I should probably... There we go. Let's get that off the screen. Do not text and drive, you some bitches. This was all a clever PSA, just to tell you that. But so far, so good with the preview right now. I am still very much locked into it. I think that there's a good opportunity here. It would be interesting to see if it's taking place in the present day, if they go into any of true crime coverage or anything like that. Hopefully they don't go full Halloween on it. We don't necessarily need our main characters to be podcasters, but I wonder if there will be anything that discusses the coverage of the crime. It could be some cool Easter eggs from some of our favorite YouTubers in that realm, but I doubt it, because Clint Eastwood would be like, what in the fuck is a YouTube?
What are you telling me?
Well casted.
Maybe I didn't hit a deer.
Kiefer Sutherland right here. J.K. Simmons. We got fucking Beast in here.
Let me just ask you one thing. Did you guys ever look at any other suspect?
Oh, and in this one, I like... So, and this is stuff right here, which maybe it counters my previous point where I was thinking, oh, there wouldn't be a lot of important, just visually stimulating shots in here. This is a pretty good one. This appears to be a situation where the jury is going to the scene of the crime. I wonder, that seems a little unusual for a hit and run. That's interesting. Why would they need that? And look, of course, our accused murderer has a tattoo on his hand because he's a scumbag. He's one of them scummy dudes that gets tattoos. He's part of the lower part of society, brother. So you think he's a murderer.
Did you guys ever look at any other suspect?
Some good quick cuts there.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. That sounded like Kiefer Sutherland. So is his lawyer going to tell him to go ahead and put this innocent man behind bars. Or, you could always just be the guy who says not guilty. It could be a hung jury situation. I hate the gradient font. I hate the font in general. That's being very, very nitpicky, okay? Negative points to me for criticizing the font, but it's kind of a wet fart on the end of what was otherwise a pretty good preview. I think I'm going to give this bad boy an 8 out of 10, a solid preview. I am interested in watching this movie, and while it tiptoed the line of maybe telling me more than it needed to get me into the movie, I am interested in this story. And the fact that Clint Eastwood is directing it doesn't sway me one way or the other. It's not like I'm like, oh, goddamn, I love a Clint Eastwood movie. But this is a premise that's good enough. I would watch it regardless of who the director is. But it seems like a good choice for Mr. Eastwood, who I can't imagine has too many more films left in him. So this could be a good candidate for his swan song. When's the date? I believe it is November the 1st that this one comes out. Only in theaters on November 1st. So go check it out. I'll be checking that one out. For me personally, that's a discount day. That's a Tuesday. Maybe it'll be a streamer for you. Let us know in the comment section. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed your little hangout here with us. We've got live shows going every Monday and Wednesday. We also have the Oz and Agatha live show at the end of the week right now, talking about the Penguin and Agatha all along. Lots of new projects, lots of things in the works behind the scenes here at Dweeb. So we look forward to sharing all of those new things with you. In the meantime, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We'll see you at the next one. Take care in the meantime, all right? Peace.